Hello and welcome back. In this video, I will demonstrate how to post vendor invoice considering gross method and considering net method here. Okay, both are different basically in terms of how system will calculate taxes here. Okay, this is with respect to tax basically how system wants to calculate the tax by considering these methods are demonstrated here. So with the net amount method, okay, I'm considering 12% of tax rate in my example here. Okay, so with net amount, how system will calculate taxes I have mentioned here. So what will happen is basically with net amount, system will consider tax portion as an additional amount here. Okay, meaning on your base amount, system will calculate 12% of tax here. Okay, meaning tax portion is not included in your base amount. This is exclusive of base amount. Okay, now with gross amount, system will consider that this 1000 rupees, okay, this 1000 base amount is already included by considering this tax portion, that is inclusive of tax. Okay, so that 1000 is already inclusive of tax. System will do the back calculation here and system will arrive at the expense amount, means excluding that 12% in current case, system will arrive at this expense amount here, and system will distribute basically this tax portion as well as basically this expense portion here. Okay, now let us see how to do this posting in SAP system here. So I'll be doing a posting with transaction code FB60. Okay, so to activate this net method and gross method, we have to use transaction code FB00, or you can go through this edited options also. Just scroll down below, scroll here, you can see here calculate taxes on net amount. Okay, so currently the net amount is checked here, meaning system will consider the calculation based on net amount here. This is the calculation of net amount, means on base amount system will calculate the taxes here. You can use option editing option, or you can directly call FB00 to activate and this switch these options actually. So let us post with net amount. Okay, net amount here for example. Okay, I'm selecting this business day section code, click on calculate tax here. Okay, select tax code T3, in my case it's T3. Select expense GL account, tax code T3 is already copied to line enter. Then select business days and cost center here. Now you see here additional 120 is calculated here in my case. Okay, press enter, click on withholding tax. Since this account is relevant to withholding tax, I don't want withholding tax in my current example, so I'm removing this withholding tax detail here. Now click on simulate. You see here this base amount was basically 1000 here. On 1000 system has considered 120. You can cross check from this tax button also here. This is the GL account derived from based on the configuration here. So this 120 is calculated like this actually here. Now click on post button here. Now this was basically by considering net amount. Now let us switch to gross amount. What we have to do is basically for gross amount we have to disable this checkbox, meaning once you disable this checkbox, system will consider gross amount. Click on save button. This is user specific settings. Okay, now click back here, enter the supply detail, invoice date, posting date here. Okay, click on, so this is gross amount scenario. Enter the amount as 1000 for example in current case. Enter business days section code here. Now click on calculate taxes, select the relevant tax code. In my case it's T3. Okay, input the detail of expense line item here. Double click on line item and supply this cost center detail, which is cost of it basically. Now see here 1000 is here, there is no additional amount calculated here. Now remove this withholding tax detail for time being because I don't want to use withholding tax in my case. Now go to simulate button, click on simulate. You see here now that 1000 we enter here, right? The 1000 system consider this as an inclusive of tax here, and because of that system has considered 892 as a base amount, and on 892 12% will be calculated, are calculated basically with 107. You can click here on taxes. You see here base amount is 892 on which 12% tax is 107 here. Okay, which becomes 1000 here. Click on post button. Now click on document and then display. Okay, so this is how system consider this basically taxes by considering gross amount method and the